The 78th Annual Golden Globe Awards were held this Sunday, and while it was held during a pandemic, the show still went on, awkward moments and all. Okay, so it goes without saying that any live show is going to have its bumps along the way, which are caught live on air and talked about later, and this year's Golden Globes had their fair share. However, before discussing said bumps, we have to give the Hollywood Foreign Press Association and the Golden Globes huge credit, because they were dealing with airing the award show during a pandemic, and also having to pray technology doesn't fail them. Well, unfortunately it did, which led to some awkward moments right off the bat. The first award of the night, Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role, went to Daniel Kaluuya for Judas and the Black Messiah. During his acceptance speech, well, no one could hear him. Unfortunately, there was a major audio fail. You can hear a producer exhale and say, I wish we could hear. Once Daniel's audio finally came on, he addressed the audio flub.
You did me dirty, you did me dirty, you did me dirty, you did me dirty. Am I on? Is this on? Is this on? Alright, cool. Can you hear me now? Alright, cool, I'm on. We got this.
Daniel then went on with his speech, and thankfully with no other technical difficulties, but that didn't stop people from talking about it on Twitter. This person said, Daniel Kaluuya wins Supporting Actor for Judas and the Black Messiah, and we can't hear him. Another person tweeted, Daniel Kaluuya, is this on? Can you hear me? Our next awkward moment came during Catherine O'Hara's acceptance speech for actress in a musical or comedy TV series for her iconic role of Moira Rose. However, this was not a Golden Globes technical fault. It was actually her husband's. During her speech, her husband thought it would be funny to play audio of hands clapping when she was announced as the winner, which cut Catherine off. Mind you, she could have been in on the joke the entire time. And mid-speech, he interrupted by playing instrumental music to tell her to wrap it up. And again, she could have been in on the joke.
Although I'm not really. Thank you, Jeff. Promoting your.
You gotta admit, it was pretty funny though. And one of the most awkward moments came when Tiffany Haddish took to the stage and literally the stage did not light up. Like literally, the lights went out on her. While Tiffany was presenting the award for motion picture, the spotlight kept going up and down on her. We also have to note that she was introduced as the actress from the new SpongeBob movie. And you know how it goes, Twitter sounded off. One person was screaming, "Light Tiffany Haddish, oof." Another said, "If these people don't turn the lights on Miss Tiffany Haddish." And another pointed out the SpongeBob comment, writing, "Tiffany Haddish being introduced as from the SpongeBob movie sent me. I'm sorry." Also, viewers really didn't seem fond of Maya Rudolph and Kenan Thompson's skit. They crashed the Globe stage in New York City as the touchy-feely composers. While it was supposed to bring a breath of fresh air, it didn't land too well with viewers. Literally, someone just flat out said, "This bit by Maya Rudolph and Kenan Thompson is not funny." Another said, "That was the one and only time I will have wished Maya and Kenan off the stage." And we can't not mention that Sia's controversial music was nominated despite the massive amounts of backlash. In addition to being nominated, music star Kate Hudson was given airtime to promote it, which, as you can imagine, did not sit well with a lot of people. We've done plenty of coverage on the controversy and backlash music and Sia have faced, which we've linked above. And while there were a number of technical difficulties at this year's Globes, there were definitely some awesome moments. We'd love to highlight the fact that Amy Poehler and Tina Fey shed light on the lack of diversity in the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. During their show opening monologue, they acknowledged that there were no black members in the Hollywood Foreign Press Association and also noted there wasn't enough diversity among the nominees. They urged for change in the coming years. Kerry Washington praised Tina and Amy's hosting, tweeting, "Thank you Amy Poehler and Tina Fey for bringing the lack of representation in the Hollywood Foreign Press Association to light. Real change must come." This Is Us stars Sterling K. Brown and Susan Kelechi called out the Hollywood Foreign Press Association for their lack of diversity. While taking the stage to present Best TV Series, Sterling K. Brown said, "It's great to be black at the Golden Globes. Back at the Golden Globes." Susan added, "You know what, SK? It's great to be black anywhere." People loved this comment. So with that, the Golden Globes have come and gone for 2021, and despite the technical mishaps that would come with any award show under the current circumstances, they were a great show that also shed some much needed light on the lack of diversity in the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Let's keep moving forward and making progress. And congratulations to all the winners and nominees. And for more entertainment news, click right over here for another clever video. Then be sure to let me know what you thought of this year's Golden Globes in the comments section below. I'm your host, Susan Morad. You can find me on Instagram at Susan_Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye guys.